look here, if we look. Do I just model that? I might just model it. Make it goofy. I'm debating to hand paint it to an extent, like additional hand painting to give it some cleaner look. A pretty bad state of my throat. Like, I can breathe fine. Oh. I forgot. I'm using the microphone. The much more expensive microphone compared to my little dinky one on my headset. Let's get it on. Let's try the foot. Oh, right. Bum bum bano. Bana bana bow. When my throat feels like this bad, it just, I get the sensation I can't breathe properly because I've got like this thing, like not here, but kind of like here, feeling like this. It's jammed, I guess, if I'm a machine, and it feels like there's something there. And when I breathe, I can breathe, I think, fine, but it feels like I can't. Does that make sense? I've explained it before, but it's like, because playing up again, I'm explaining it again. Oh, look, Amaranth is streaming. Oh, my voice, whoops. See, I should do a voice changer and make my voice sound a little bit lower when I talk, because people like deepier and bassier voices. But I'm not doing that, so. I wonder how easy it would be to actually do that. Alright, let's announce that I'm streaming. I should really get a bot that just does it for me. I partly didn't do it because I was swapping between, you know, Twitch and YouTube at the time, so I was just like, eh. What? I like it when you make certain things. All you gotta do is add like the slightest detailing, and the rest is up to the interpretation of the viewer. Or not even interpretation, you kind of know what it is. Like, if you want like a soup stylized, right? You look at it and you make your own interpretation of what you think it is using the elements in it. Even like with these ones, right? Like you look at that and that's like a broccoli and carrot stew or something. That's a tomato soup. That's a cucumber, carrot, and ham. That's a mushroom one. That's basil. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But like in reality, obviously you've got all this extra detailing, right? It doesn't actually look like that, but I don't know, there's something like fascinating about how little detail you can put into something when you're making something stylized, and it still looks right. At least in certain art styles. Some art styles with stylized is super like realistic, but not at the same time. Alright, my friend actually had a really good idea. So, we've got that one right, but we have the one that hasn't been, that one, this one, right, which is a better, technically better because it's got better topology. Now, does it matter about its topology when you're doing an asset like this? Probably not. This probably would work fine. But I would like to know how low poly we can actually get this and still look very good. And that's very difficult here because the way to reduce the poly here now is I'd have to apply like a decimate on it. Or, well, either apply a decimate or apply a another remesh with lower settings. So if we do a decimate instead, and we turn that up to like, see, it's 16,000, right? Which is quite high. And we go to like something like this. We get these janky results, right? That's not going to bake very well. However, manga topology. No, I don't think I'll need to. Because I'll test out now. So we'll move this over here. And we'll have this as a backup in case I need it. Is it moving along normal numbers? No, it's not. Oh, it's because we've got this connected not to increments. There you go. So let's try to reuse this one, right? So he obviously looks the best because he's the one with the best topology. But when I apply everything, he's going to be insanely high poly. But again, good topology. You got the curves around here. You got the curve around here. And you got like the lines coming here. It's very, very good. What my friend was recommending was keep that high poly one, make a duplicate, and in the duplicate, turn off this, and then do a... It's not in here now, is it? Relax, and then relax it. Oh. Click apply to the mirror first, and then relax it. And then apply it to that and see what results we get. When you bake that down to there, I wonder how good it will look. And I want to try that right now because I think it's a really cool experiment. See how well we can get it low poly and still looking very good. So this is only, there's still, I would say this is still 1,000. It doesn't look like it, right? But 1,000 tries is what I mean. But I'm always very surprised by how high it always is. Oh, here you go. 724. Even though it looks super low poly, like I don't think we can get it lower poly than this, really, and still look this quality. Now, let's see what we can do by exporting these. So if I should be able to just do this as one unwrap because it's not going to back to it. I could alleviate some of the stress by getting some seams here, but I think here, there you go, and then like on this side. So I can mark in there and it'll like help separate this up, but I think, why not just model it low poly in the first place? I'll show you why. Oh god, I'm peeking. I'll show you why, because obviously you want... If you've seen how normal maps work, right? It's like flat surfaces, right? So if we go normal map. Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? I'll show you a very good example of why... I'll just go to my art station. Hold on a minute. Of why you make both. Which is why you make a high and low poly. So if I go to like... I'm worried now that I might not have a high poly looking version. No, I don't. Right, so this is very low poly. These are quite low poly assets, yeah? If I go to my... I'm on my art station again, I know. Oh, Steve just like showing off his art station. Go to here and we go time lapse. And we find the time lapse where I make something. Here you go, literally that shield. So, what... So this is why you make a high poly as well, right? And you're like, oh, just make it low poly in the first place because I just export the Unreal LEDs. You could do that as well. That's not a bad idea. But with UE5, to be fair, obviously you can have high poly stuff. But I still like doing a low poly workflow. So with like when making this asset, like it's quite low poly as we go through. Oh wow, I'm already a ZBrush, Jesus. As you go through, it's relatively low poly. Nothing too fancy. Then we make a high poly, right? Like this, yeah? And you get all this extra surface detailing, all this extra edge wear. With the wood, obviously, you make it look like wood. And you just paint over it, give it like a wood-looking material. Now, you can do this in texturing as well, if you have a nice texture. And then as you come along, so when you've done all this, it takes a long time, but it's worth the effort most of the time. Depends how much time you got in your hands. And then like low poly, nothing too special. I'm unwrapping it. And when you bake it, you'll see it instantly makes it look high poly now. You get all that surface detail, all that stuff. Even though it's the low poly, it obviously looks much higher detail. And that's why you tend to make one and the other. It's a very normal workflow. It's not like I'm explaining anything like fancy. But I'm wondering if we can make this look this quality, so with all the smoothness, on this version of the low poly. And we'll have a look and see what we get. So if I just unwrap that, this should be a fine looking unwrap. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And we grab this. Spot that and go, oops. Go skull. Skull. Poly. That's fine. That's the high poly there. You don't need to unwrap the high poly. I don't know how many people in the chat actually know exactly how to do high to low poly baking. I might just be explaining this to you guys and you're like, I already know this, Steve. But wow, it still comes up the old substance painter when I write that. Let's just click that. Also, hello, Dale. Have you been here before, Dale? I recognize a short name like that, but I don't quite recognize Dale. You're like, it's not pronounced Dale, it's Lee. You have been here before, okay. Sounds like I'm being really mean with people with like fancy names. Alright, so let's grab, effectively just click and drag it in. Grab the low poly. This might not work at all. This is just a very quick experiment. So, mouse, are you good? Woo! There you go. It was loading all the materials. I haven't loaded up substance in a while. So yeah, it looks pretty bad, obviously. But if we grab the bake, I'm very, very curious. So if we go, let's go 2K, it's fine. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, there you go, Jesus. Desktop. Desktop. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Mohammed. How's it going, man? Your name's different. It's a purple M. It used to be green, didn't it? Unless you're somebody else. And if you are somebody else and the person I'm used to, I do apologize. There's another Mohammed that comes to chat. You're like, this is my first time here. I'm definitely not that guy. Oh, my bad. Bake. So let's see. So first of all, we've not. So if you see these errors, see this? That means you've not got it far enough away. But despite that, looks promising. So if it's not too far enough, I just click both of them. I'm too lazy to figure out which one it is. There you go. Okay. That's pretty good. You got this sharpness sort of here. Now if we were to apply, I've got bone material, don't I? Stylized bone. Bone stylized, there you go. Pretty good. I'm actually relatively impressed by that. It's actually supposed to be metal, so let's go new custom metal. Ooh. So we've got, yeah, these are way too strong. That looks good. So yeah, this is why. So if you didn't notice this is I feel like you showed me your work before and your stuff's good, but I can't remember. This is why you would choose to do high to low polys, because you'll get all this detailing, right? If I were to get rid of this normal map now, you'll see how much it drops down and ambient occlusion and curvature, right? If I technically baked it without this, you'll get like a result. So this is what it'll look like without me baking. That's not right. No, get rid of it. I was gonna say that looks really good. There we go. This is what it looked like without a high poly bake. You see that? You got all these sharp edges, because that's actually what the model looks like, right? If we press C and we go over to like, can I not see poly count in here? But obviously with the high poly, you're able to get all this extra nice little detailing. Like so. The only thing I don't like is how sharp it is there. And I could adjust that myself. Not that one. There you go. By just getting like an extra bevel in here. Like that. Now that's obviously increases poly count, which kind of defeats the purpose. Like the skull on its own is 410. Not too bad, not too bad. 800 and I think it's a 20 there for tries. So we export that out as a, oh, 1 second. Re-unwrap it. There you go. As a low poly skull. Come into, back into here. Back into here. Back into here. Project configuration. grab the low poly skull. Okay, we can fix. Nice. We can fix that out because that's now curved. Can't really see it very well until I bake. Let's bake the high poly again. And now we're going to have this much better curve because it's baking from the high poly anyway. So we're getting this extra detailing, but getting that curve in manually is going to cause us to have a much nicer result. And yeah, we get a nice looking skull. I can't help but notice the lack of teeth. It didn't have teeth in the design. If you look in the top right corner, which I'm happy about. What I do need to add is I need to go into ZBrush with a high poly and add like chips in here and stuff, and like a bit here. You know what I mean? When I get into ZBrush. This is just an experiment for now because I want to do it for later. With that said, it means I've got to undo what I've done here because I've relaxed it. So I've done that too much. Just reopen it then. Okay, so we'll restart what we did there. We'll get rid of these like I did. We'll unhide this and grab you. And what I'll do is I'll hold on to this for now, and we'll just have to remember later on that I'm going to want to keep this. That is not straight at all. That's fine. That I need to adjust this and actually get it working. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. What I could have done was like subdivided it once, like this, and then use the high poly from here, get it to be a bit better. But that would increase its poly count to 1,464, which isn't it. That's fine for games if it's like a because this is a part of an asset. Remember, so in the whole asset, which would be fine for games if obviously it's a focus point and if it's a PC game. But if we were trying to do more mobile game and stuff like that, you'd probably need to keep it something like this and then do what I did, right? You also have the option to blend it. What? I swear that phrase for a second. So you also have the option to smooth the vertices, which is a similar looking thing, which might be a bit better, to be fair. Relax. Smooth. Yeah, that actually might give us a better result like that, because you keep the jawline a bit stronger. But we'll have the, yeah, again, just remember that in future and see what we like. But we'll keep it like, boom, 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 this for now. It's amazing how much, like, shape it gets, because you've got, like, these areas, like, here, you got this bit here, you've got, like, the creases that sort of generate just above this skull. You can actually make those a little bit stronger if I pull this down, like that. But now it just looks angry, so I don't want to do that. And I actually do need one, I think it was about here. We do something like this, this, this. Do it on the line, I guess. This, this, this. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's better. Because it's got like a little bit there, if you look. Oh, it's actually a little bit different. It comes around. Yeah, this part up here sort of does more. Comes like around from here. Like here. It looks, kind of looks like it's just doing this. And then this is like shaped to be a bit better. So like this is smoothed out here a bit. Like that. And down here, it's like pulled down like this. This is like sitting over the top like that. And then you like fix it at the back. It looks more like that, but I don't want to fix that for now. I'll leave that for now. We'll add a bit more. I'm only streaming till 9:30 because I have places to go. I'm making sushi today, so that's gonna be very, very interesting. I actually made sushi. I made sushi once before, the other week, but I'm making it again today because I made it for my parents and they enjoyed it very much. So my mum asked, "Can you do it again? We've got the stuff for it." I went, "Yeah, sure." It's going to be for tomorrow. Actually, we need to do that. It's gonna be for tomorrow. But I'm going to make it tonight because we realized after making it, a lot of tutorials did say this as well, but I realized after making it, it really firms up in the fridge, so it's way easier to cut. So we're going to make it tonight and then eat it for like 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow for dinner, because I think that would taste really, really good. And it'd be nice and firm because it was kind of falling apart. It was almost keeping its shape, well, most of it did, but some bits of it were having a little bit of an issue. Have you guys had sushi before? And if not, is the reason because you don't want to eat like raw fish? Because technically I'm not using raw fish. In fact, am I using raw fish at all? I'm cooked prawns. So the prawns are already done. Smoked salmon and crab sticks, which is or seafood sticks, which isn't the most traditional, but it is quite nice in sushi. This looks pretty good, if I say so myself. So this. You guys also have a preference on what you like to 3D model, if any of you are 3D modelers. I kind of want to redo this, because this, like, arch doesn't look right. But I won't focus on that now. We can make changes later when we've got sort of everything together. So this is quite thick. Yeah, do you guys have a preference on what you enjoy to 3D model? Like, if I was like, oh, for example, if I was like, oh, you guys want to do a modeling challenge with a server, would there be a preference to what you guys would want to 3D model? Or you guys... I'm not actually doing that, but maybe one day. I think we need more active participants in the server if I were to make a little challenge. I can't wait to look at your guys' art and go, oh, this is way better than my work. I mean, yeah, let me criticize it. I feel really bad criticizing some of you guys' work. Because you asked me, like, oh, Steve, can you, like, criticize this? Give me your 2 cents. And I look at it, I'm just like... Yeah, I mean, it's better than my work, but yeah, I can criticize it if you want. You may be able to tell from my posts on my progress I whatnot, but for some reason I love modeling low topology katanas. Oh, I made a katana for my game. Something for my game? Yeah, game at work. Something I do when I do, like, swords. And I started doing, if I remember, I started doing this, doing those low poly things. And it's like, you get your edge shape. I gotta remember if I can do it now. Get edge shape. Jesus Christ, I'm not focused on this at all. Hey, oh God. Lockwomen Entertainment. Hi, nice cannon. Treasuring all in Blender. I mean, you're saying nice cannon. I haven't made it yet. This is somebody else's concept. But yes, no. I won't be texturing in Blender. Sorry. Maybe I should. That'd be interesting. I've never textured in Blender before. I was going to texture in Substance Painter. If you've not seen any of my work before, on the kind of texture work I do, you can pop over to the... Wait, have I got it in YouTube? I should have it in YouTube, right? If you scroll down, there's Discord. ArtStation. You can check out the stuff on ArtStation. I usually have a slideshow in the bottom left corner, but I feel like it's distracting for you guys. Unless you guys like seeing my previous work in the slideshow. If you do, I'll bring it back, but I feel like it was a little distracting. Oh, God. So what I used to do is I'd get the shape like this, and then how did I used to do it? I would grab this edge. Is this how I used to do it? It was really neat. It works really well. And then I would do this right, and then I'd basically flatten it. Yeah, and it would make the blade shape. Yeah, that always works really, really well. And I pinch it completely. I wouldn't pinch it completely, because when I'm doing stylized, I actually don't like a perfect sharpness. I like doing something like that. I didn't make a quite nice tip to it. But yeah, obviously katanas bend, but I haven't got a bend to it. And then I'd start making the blade from there. And it was like, even when I did an axe, like when I did any blade sort of shape. So if it was an axe, you'd have something like this, right? I'm terrible. I usually need reference, so please take what I'm making right now with a little pinch of salt. Something like that, yeah. That is the terrible looking axe, but oh well. And then yeah, and I would do the same thing. Well, you pinch it, and it will look. That's a terrible example, but yeah. And that's usually how I did it. I would just pull it out and shrink it down, and then on top of that, I would grab like these edges here, and also give these up to here as well. Give these a very, very minor bevel like that, and it will give it quite a nice little transition. So now, let's move it. So now you get this like not quite sharp on it. But yeah, I mean, I've made a bunch of weapons before, so is that supposed to be low poly? Yeah, that'd be considered low poly. Then I'll take that into like substance and start creating again. I'm gonna switch up my station again. Again, when doing any of these weapons, I think I'll look at my favorite one. The one that I think turned out the best was probably have it at the top if I think it's the best. Where is it? This one. Yeah, so that would be sort of the basic shape. I'd model like around here, get the shape, do what I just showed you where it gets to the edge here, then I'd shoot it out on its normals, flatten it, and then I'd usually give it a little bit extra poly count, so that way when I'm in ZBrush I don't have to worry too much. I'll reduce the poly count outside afterwards, then in ZBrush I'll start then adding all of that surface sort of quality and just dents and stuff. I'm not the best at this. I'm just saying how I do it. Like, this is far from a master at work. This is okay. But to be fair, this was the first time I ever tackled stylized weapons. So, like, I think for the first time, it was pretty good. Because before that, if you guys see my art station, before that, you would notice I never made anything stylized. Out of nowhere, I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? Stylized art's really cool. I've never been able to do it. I still probably can't do it to a good extent because I don't have a lot of natural sort of... Not necessarily natural, but I've not obtained the skill very well on making it. But what's the best way in my brain, I can think how to do it the most logical way. And for those of you who've never seen how I do it, what I do is I go into ZBrush, I don't hand paint any of it. I get all that detailing. Not reading Twitch because sorry, I've not got it up apparently. But where's the lamb sauce? Steve quitting 3D and becoming a sushi master. Exactly. There you go. I find it hard to do. Yeah, right, Dale. It's... I took my own methods to accomplish it. Now, with that said, again, on my art station, I've got a scene that I made, and I did fully hand paint it. It's the fish station scene. That scene technically was fully hand painted. I think I streamed most of it on YouTube, but it was quite simple colors. Like, nothing was too detailed, so it wasn't too bad. I just sort of had to replicate what it looked like in the concept. But for the stylized stuff, I would go into ZBrush, and I had, if I show you guys, I had my own little methods. And some of them were what other people did, and I sort of copied it or altered it. And some of it was sort of like, this works. I'll keep doing this and keep it consistent because consistency is key. My license has expired. I can't remember the email address for it. I'm going to need ZBrush, actually, for this piece, so I need to get it reactivated. I get it at work, but we've not been hard on something at the moment. So I've not been able to really use it. In fact, I've not done a lot of ZBrushing or even Substance Painter, and I actually did Substance Painter about 2 days ago. So that's kind of a lie. But it's been very lukewarm at work at the moment for intense 3D art, so I wouldn't have even noticed ZBrush wasn't turned on. Alright, this should be the email address for ZBrush. Where is ZBrush? So I'd like to show you guys some very minor techniques on how I achieve wood effects and how I achieve metallic effects or metal effects. And I never want to make a story on it because I know for a fact someone out there is going to go, no, that's a terrible way to do it like this, and their way is going to be better. But I don't mind showing it on stream. Not found. Oh no. Is it this? Oh. I've cancelled my license at the moment. Maybe it's because they knew I wasn't doing yeah, they've deactivated it at the moment. Okay. Maybe I'll buy it myself. I've got the money now. Oh, well, I hate the idea of spending money on something that my job should be paying for me. You know what I mean? Oh, yes, maybe they should. Anyways, I will get that maybe by Sunday. Maybe I'll do 1 month. Because I want to get this cannon made. So I think this cannon's going to look awesome when it's done. And it's going to be a nice test to see if my stylized art has improved. Over the time I've been making these kind of things. So this actually slightly hangs off the edge, right? I think it gets... So I need to bevel it anyway, but I think it gets about here. And then it's beveled along here. Like that. I think it's a little bit thinner. I think I've gone a little overboard. Actually, I don't think it's necessarily thinner. I think this... Is it too high? We'll leave it like that for now. Once I purchase may as well, while you can, then you'll never not have it. My problem with one-time purchases with ZBrush is they stopped... ZBrush used to give you free updates. They don't do that anymore. Can you even one-time purchase anymore? ZBrush, one-time purchase. Admittedly, Maxim was just an ad. No? What's Maxim? Get ZBrush, Pixel Logic. Oh, ZBrush. $26.90 a month. Buy now. How do you buy it permanently? Where's Maxim 1? Is that like their bundle? Oh, it is, because you've got Cinema 4D, Red Giant, Redshift, Universe, ZBrush. No, wait, individual. They do have, always have, they just don't advertise it, never had. Wait. Are you sure? I'm looking here, unless this is like another site. Yeah, see, ZBrush perpetual customers will no longer get free upgrades, but where is the perpetual license? Let me write that, ZBrush perpetual license. Hey, Megapixel, I'm seeing if I can buy ZBrush. Perpetual pricing. Oh, I didn't see that. Gee, £802. Wait. Hold on a minute. Oh, annually, right? I was like, what? Wait. So it's about 2.5 years worth is what you're spending in one purchase. Jesus. That is so expensive. God. I know it's like, oh, you may as well, you're earning money, but oh. Hello. How's it going? La Activist. Activist. Is that right? Let's do a quickie bevel on this. So I'm definitely seeing that this end here. So this one can curve like this, but this end here definitely bevels more like that, right? Yeah, 100%, 100%. If we look at it, I know you got it on your screen as well, but it's a full screen. It definitely bends a bit shorter. What I can also do is grab this top here and here. We just want to grab you, like that. I'm making a lot of engons. Do this, do this. It looks like it does something like this. Then it goes. We'll make it actually have some thickness. And it looks like it does this. And then we can give all that fancy goodness. I think I want to make it a little bit thicker. And then we want to do a, let's move on it, that one, do a bevel, down the bevel, to about probably there, actually maybe 0.015, something like that, or slightly center that, squeeze that down to fit in there, pull it back to fit in there, Don't mind there being a slight overhang, because nothing's ever perfect. I'll grab you onto a slight, just something like that. So that way around you go. I'll smooth that, or smooth the normals. Go this. Do a slight bevel in there too. Oh Jesus, 0.015. Too much. 0.001. Too little. 0.003. There you go. Cool. Now there's actually 2 holes in this. I also definitely want this part to come back. I want this part here to come back. Yes. That, possibly even this part to do that. There you go. That's looking a little bit more shapey. Yeah, I'm good. I wish you too. It was 50% off for students when I got mine. Oh, 50%. So I went from 800 to 400. Now that's worth it. But I'm not a student. But can I get one? Academic license. Well, technically I can't, because I bet the student one says you're not allowed to use it for reselling. And I sell my things. Or not reselling, but sell products you're making it. Oh my, I've got like a tennis elbow thing going on at the moment. It's time you answer the age-old question. You Steve from Minecraft. I mean, maybe once upon a time. I don't really go by that anymore. I miss Minecraft. You guys play Minecraft a lot? It's hard to say Minecraft wasn't my favorite game when I played it so much. And I always stand by the notion that just because you play something a lot doesn't necessarily mean it's your favorite. But equally, that said, something... You can't consider something one of your favorites if you don't play it if you do play it, sorry, a butt ton. You know what I mean? I'm quite indecisive whether I consider it like one of my favorite ever games. I think I do. I think it's at least top 5. If I do this. Oh Jesus, hello, where you going? Let's put it out manually. Oh, why have I got this brush on? I met my best friend. I bet my best friend. I did not. Although I did play a lot of Minecraft with my best friends. I was always that kid in school who hated the term best friend. Because I was like, they always be like, oh yeah, I've got like 20 best friends. I'm like, well, they're just friends then. What do you mean? I was like, well, best friend means... Like anything, if something's the best, it beats everything else. So you can only have one best friend. No, I've got like loads of best friends. But yeah, but that's not how the word works. But it's like, I know it's different when referring to that kind of situation. But as a kid, I was just like, it doesn't make any sense. But we was taught best meant only one. Mirror. I don't know how well the mirror's going to work, but I wanted to mirror it. And then do a boolean. Do that. Ooh. Okay, that's not done anything. That's not even remotely attempting to boolean. What is going on? Is it because it's got the mirror? Let's apply the mirror. Let's also do that. Do that. There is no hole in that. But why? Hold on a minute. Wait, what's going on? Why when I select this? That's very strange. Hold on a minute. Did I select the wrong thing? I've selected the wrong thing, haven't I? I've 100% selected the wrong thing. I want to select you. There you go. I want difference. That's what I want. Okay, that looks fine. I think I want them slightly. Oops, slightly. Oh, they're not mirrored anymore. Let's reapply the mirror and see if it actually works. My computer's making sound. Pull that out, I think, to here, and then maybe pull it. Maybe make it a bit bigger. There you go. I shook my computer and it fixed it. It was probably a loose finger. Oh, hello, Steve. Hello, Kelbo. Your videos have saved my at me several times from pulling out what's left of my hair. For this, I am eternally grateful. You are very welcome. If you have been struggling with anything else, you can contact me on Discord and I can help you out there. I always try to help people out when I can. Don't email me, please. Something you guys probably don't realize is I will wake up in the morning and sometimes go, oh, I've got random emails, and I'll go in. It doesn't happen too often. And some random person would have emailed me asking me to help them on something. I'm just like, why didn't you leave a YouTube comment? Why didn't you join the Discord? I always reply helping them, I think. Actually, you know what? I'd say 30% of the time I can't help them because it's always like, oh, how do I program this? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a programmer. Go ask a programmer. Okay, if we click apply to that, we get this, and it automatically bevels it for me. Excellent, excellent. So what we also want to do, which will be very, very nice. If you can ever do this, try to mirror as much as you can, right? Because it's just going to save you lots of time in the long run. Now, I can apply the mirror and change them later, but we're just getting, it's like with this, look, we're just getting a lot of the shape done for us. In fact, in a shape like this, I could have mirrored it 4 ways, which would have worked. Like, the way I could have done that was I could have selected the middle. That cloth is very high, apologies. I could select it from the middle. Where is the middle there? Oh, I don't think I can select the middle. Oh, I need to do that. Yeah, I can set the middle like this. Delete all of that. And then I can technically mirror it that way as well. Oh, it's not merging though. Merge. But you see what I mean? And boom. So now when I move this, I can say, oh, I want it longer. I want it to come out more. I want it to rotate. Whoa. And we can... Oh, that looks really cool. And we can, because it's fully mirrored, you can change quite a lot with it just on the fly. Shooting discount, shooting license, so it's all Gucci, baby. I have too many hours in CSGO. It's not my favorite game. It was a phase of my life. See, I know I took a while to read that, but that's the thing, right? It's like, I think my mate Ben was trying to, was it Ben? Was trying to say it with, I think Flappy Bird or something. So yeah, but this person has all these hours on it. I was like, that doesn't mean it's their favorite game, though. That just means it's addicting, right? Look at MMOs, right? If I'm playing an MMORPG, it may take me 20 hours just to level up 10 times at late levels, right? Did I say 20? 20 hours. Let's say 20 hours to level up 10 levels, right? But it could take 5 hours to fully complete a game, and that you would consider your favorite game if you thought it was amazing. Let's say Stray was your favorite game. I think that's only like 3 hours long. But in that 3 hours of experience, you may have gone, this is the best game ever. I loved every single second. But the 20 hours of leveling a character up, I'll be very surprised if you thoroughly enjoyed every second of that, because there's waiting times to do raid. Actually, if you're leveling up, you're probably not doing a raid, but there's waiting times for enemies to spawn to finish a mission. There's having to trek along somewhere. There's just the grind of it, right? It could be not the most enjoyable, but you might still have the most time in it. Honestly, most of my favorite games are 5 days. Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of my favorite games are roguelikes, and in roguelikes, I can enjoy every second, and they last a long time. It's a perfect blend for me, because, and I can jump off them whenever I want. Hades was really good, not my favorite. Probably not even in my top 10, but roguelikes. Gunfire Reborn, I'm really enjoying recently. I've actually fully completed it now. There's 4 difficulties, and in the last difficulty, there's 8 levels of that difficulty. I've completed all of it, and I've unlocked everything. Yeah, I think I've unlocked everything now. 70 hours I think I got in it. I did pause it a couple times and leave. Gunfire. 87 hours. Or even more. 87 hours. Really fun. Probably not in my top 10, but it was really fun. Binding of Isaac probably is in my top 10. I have like 900 hours in that game. Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank's a hard one because I would consider that a series that I enjoy rather than one particular game. trying to think of. I've played so many games, it's hard to pinpoint the ones I consider my favorite. But there are probably plenty out there. Like, Last of Us 1. Oh, Uncharted. Uncharted 3, or 2, actually. Phenomenal game. It probably only took me 5 to 10 hours to complete the story. Probably in my top 5 games. Like, brilliant. Far Cry 5. Was it really that good? We both know the best game is Age of War. I know so many people who like Age of War, and I don't get it. I don't get it. And I like... not turn-based, real-time strategy games. I really like real-time strategy games. I like all genres. It's not a surprise that I like real-time strategy games. Now, I don't know how different... I can't remember how different Age of War is, but, like, I think about Red Alert, Command & Conquer Generals, Battle for Middle-earth, Battle Realms. Oh, if you guys haven't played Battle Realms, oh, fantastic game. Kingdom Under Fire, very classic game, again. But, like, when I look at Age of War, it's a bit more bigger, right, with its stuff like that, with its, the way it attack. And I just couldn't get into it. Halo Wars. Oh, God. Coming in here with Halo Wars. Everyone loves Halo Wars. I've not played it. But everyone loves Halo Wars. Literally, I've never heard a single person, whether it be in real life, on the internet, from content creators, say that they didn't think the game was amazing. Halo Wars is the turn-based one. The real-time strategy, right? Hello, Steve. How have you been? I've been pretty good, Napple. Napple, wow. It's been a while. I've been pretty good. I've not been fully well. I was informed today by my doctors that after waiting 2 months of booking into a ears, nose, and throat doctor, I'll have to wait till March to be seen. So the whole of this month, the whole of January, the whole of February, and sometime in March. I went to the doctors about 6 months ago with a throat problem, which I still have. And it will, by the time I see them, it would have almost been a year before a single doctor has even looked into my mouth to see if there's any sort of problem. It feels like there's a blockage. If there was a blockage, I wouldn't be able to breathe, but my throat was awful. It's no pain, admittedly, but it would have been almost a year from me telling the doctors I've had this problem for them to finally look even in my mouth, not down my throat, just in my mouth. My doctor, for some reason, it's like he's scared of looking in my mouth. I've gone to him, I think, 5 times. I'll look in your mouth if you want. Just hold it up to the camera. I don't get it. Maybe it's... I just look at it like it's common practice. I don't want to act like they're not doing their job right, because I'm not a doctor. But equally, I'm sitting there like, man, freaking... just tell me to, like, open my mouth and cough. Just do something. Just make it look like you're wanting to resolve the issue. You know what I mean? Like, oh, God. See, this definitely looks thicker. 100%. Thicker? Is it bigger? It's definitely a tiny bit bigger. This is definitely a tiny bit higher. That also needs to be thicker now that I've made that thicker. That's fine. I think it needs to be a tad thicker though. Okay. It is wedged in. It's like a bit of wood wedged in. But other than that, I'm pretty good. My job's been very chill at the moment. I've not had a huge amount of work to do, which is just nice. We're... I don't think this is revealing too much information. We're basically just on the waiting at the moment of, like, seeing if a company wants to pick us up, like publishers. So yeah, it's pretty chill. I think I may have done that a little too much in the center. Let me... We ask God to cure you, Steve. I hope he replies. It's just an annoyance, like... If it didn't stop me from falling asleep, which I already struggle falling asleep, I don't think it'll bother me that much, but when I'm laying in bed at night and it's the only thing I can focus on, I'm just like I can't breathe properly because I'm focusing on the fact that my throat feels blocked, and then it feels like the air can't get in, even though it can, and it just starts struggling. It's not ideal. I know a lot of people have many worse issues than I'm having, so I don't think I'm in any sort of dire strait, but it would be nice if I could be at least seen by a doctor. And it's apparently I will be, it'll just take a very long time. So if we keep sharp on that, we tone you down a little bit and then do a slight hardness to it. There you go. I'll do a very slight bend. Hello. Oh, there you go. Someone called Muhammad. Wait, that was Muhammad, right? Muhammad. Someone called Muhammad joined earlier, and then he didn't reply. Oh, did he? Yeah, I was like, Muhammad, you've changed your profile picture, unless you're somebody else, Muhammad. So it was somebody else. If you're both here, hello. You both have the same name. I'm not getting a prostate exam megapixel. The annoying thing about Twitch is I'm replying to people on Twitch, you guys can't see it. So I've just, out of nowhere, mentioned a prostate, and you guys are probably like, what the heck? No, I just ended. Yeah, don't worry. I knew. I had a feeling it wasn't you because I was like, he has a profile. Actually, I thought your profile pic was an M for some reason with green at the back. What's your new project? Well, I was working the Simpsons scene. I'm just making this at the moment. Thought it was cool. Thought I can make that, so I'm making that. Simple as that. You know me, guys. I just like making things randomly. I'm very into making random things too. So if we do a slight... Oh, not that. No, not grab. We want scale S. No. Yes, scale S. Slight pinch like that. And we do a slight pinch. Also here. And then we bevel. We'll only do something like that. There you go. Do I want that? I'm looking at it like... Does that make sense? That makes sense. I think. I also want it a tad thinner like that. There you go. I also want to pull it in a tiny bit like that. I also want to do really edge like that. Edge like there. There you go. I then want to grab you, pull you. Ooh. I want to grab you, pull you over. Do all transforms, pull you into here. I'm gonna just grab you, do that. This, grab you, do this. Cool. How far does it come out? Not very far. It actually comes to here. They do look thicker. Let me grab all of them, make them a bit thicker. Pull them up. A bit thicker than that, I think. What I also want to do is grab you, flatten you. Oh, hello, Gmod. Oh, hell yeah, I love the game. Reminder, I was X-Danger when I first showed up. Oh, X-Danger you were. Are you going to do the molten metal? Yeah, I'd like to. I don't think it'll be very hard. I just need to... I'm going to do it physically, I think. Not simulation. I'm just going to... Because all I need to do for the molten metal is basically just do a little shape like that, right? Like, I can actually make it now. Hold on a minute. I'm kind of stream soon, by the way, guys. I'm making sushi. And it takes, like, hours to make it for tomorrow, so... And I told my parents I'd make it, so... See, one thing I love about Blender is you can just go boom, 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 and grab one vertex. So I think all I need to do is basically grab it, pull it around, make like the generic shape. So you can push E. You can also, if you guys don't know, you can also hold control and right click, and you'll do this. Like that. It technically has a hole in it, so we'll do something like this. Like that. If we grab you, and do that, I can then grab that. Oh, that's... Oh, it's inside the ground, that's why. Pull you up. Why is it going on a diagonal? Do you see that? That's diagonally gone up, right? Oh, no, it's not. Oh. And if I smooth it, boom, I have, like, a molten-looking thing, right? I might have to improve it a little bit past that, but if I do, like, a bevel first, on the edges, it should get an... Oh. Wait, what? There you go. Let's get a nicer look to it, right? Like that. We'll do a much wider or not as wide. I'm not sure. No, yeah, as wide as possible would definitely be how I want to do it. And yeah, if we look at what this looks like, they look like that. So I think that's like they look really thick. Look, they literally look like a physical mesh. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's the same here. I'll just go around here and then give it extrude on the normals. So I'll read what you wrote in a second, Calbo and Gmon. I'm just explaining how I want to do the molten. I think that worked perfectly fine. Same here. Just need to pull that out and then just do like a generic blobby shape. Is it gold it's shooting? You see it like back here? And it's got like flakes coming off. I think for the flakes, I'll do like a... Do I want it frozen in time? I think I want it frozen in time. I don't think I want it animated. So what I'll do is I'll just do like little specks. Maybe even in the post and just draw it on top. Or just have them floating there. Just have little unlit things in the air. But that's how I think I'm going to do the molten. I'm not going to keep that. Is this a Clash of Clans canon? Someone asked me that yesterday. No, not yesterday. Wednesday. No. This is someone's original art. I saw it on... Oh, I don't know where it is now. Oh, I shouldn't do this because I want to backward search it. I want to find who made it because I like credit... I'm obviously going to credit him. Come on, Google Lens. You can find it. ArtStation. Aha! Here he is. It's this guy. I'm going to credit him, of course. It's not Clash of Clans. It says original prop concept. So, yeah. Less than a year ago. Jesus. Yo, do you have a, like, Steam account? Mine is just termin.x. You seem cool. You seem cool. I don't have too many friends. Ah. Oh, man. Now you make me sad. I do have a Steam, but I strictly only have very close friends on it. Because I don't... I play a lot of single-player games recently, so I'm not too, like, fussed of trying to get people... Wait, so what did you say? I waited 6 months for... That's okay. I mean, if you want to talk to me, join the Discord. I'm fine. I always chat with people. If you type something in a public chat, I'm always fine to chat. I'm always around to chat, almost, anyway. Especially if you at me. I'm not around to chat if you don't at me, because I won't realise. You can't use Discord? Oh, no. What's that? Hey, People's Gaming. How's it going? My parents are strict AF. Oh, no. And they don't let Discord, of all places. That's interesting. I understand, like, social media, but Discord's just a messenger. I guess you can join servers. It's got weird stuff on it. Let me read Kelbo once again. I waited 6 months for an appointment to have a lump in my throat looked at. The diagnostic was that it's neurological. Nothing to see here. Huh? Wait, but... Was there not a lump then? You just felt like there was? Doctor number 1 diagnostics. You're imagining it. Basically, yeah, I have been imagining for 3 years though. Jesus. Is it for games? I will make it game ready. I'm not making a game with it though. But it will be game ready when I'm done. If you're referring to the top right image, that's just a drawing, and I'm not my drawing, and I'm just making that. So these, is that fine? This definitely needs to be wider, right? Yeah, because it comes over the surface of this. This kind of looks like it's more like this though. Like that looks more rectangular than I originally anticipated. So I might do that, and then pull these in. Rectangular. What a good word. Oh, I'm going to end the stream soon, guys. Ooh. I could always be a tiny bit longer, but not too long. I think I do need to scale you down a tad in this direction, pull you out in this direction, and pull you guys slightly, slightly down in this direction, like so. Cool. Also, these need to come out more, because they definitely slightly hang over here. So we're eyeballing this one, which is always fun. It's good practice as well for anyone who wants to be a 3D artist. Good practice to learn how to eyeball a concept and then make it from just eyeballing it. You live in California. What are you people's gamings? What are you? Are you human? No. Are you an artist or are you a programmer? Same to anyone here. Kelbo, Gmod, and Half-Life 2 Experiments. You guys artists, programmers, or do you just like watching people make art? I sound like that I'm really being really pompous. Or do you just like watching people? If we do the canon first, it'll be easier to tell. True, but I don't want to do the cannon first. It doesn't matter if I reshape it anyway later, right? Like, it's not gonna break anything if I reshape later. What I need to do here now, though, is grab both of these, isolate them together, redo that. Actually, don't isolate them, because I need to grab this, grab this, grab this, grab this, and that needs to actually be pulled to, like, here, right? Because that slightly sits over this, and these go like this, and then they go like this. Yes, that's exactly what they do. And then this needs to be... Actually, no, that's about right. I was going to say it needs to be thicker, but if we actually look at it, this part here is way thinner than this part, so that's probably fine. I actually didn't want to eyeball this, by the way, if anyone's like, oh, she's eyeballing it, why is he doing that? I was trying to use F-Spy, but for some reason, Blender won't accept the plugin, so... you know what? To do this before we do that. So I could do this with a Boolean as well. I'm not going to use Booleans. I don't think I need to use one. I tend to only use Booleans when I think it's going to be the best way to do it. Here, I don't necessarily think it will be. So all I need to do is pop you in here. It's only quite small. It reaches the same... So this diameter reaches the width of this. It should start about... actually... It doesn't. It's slightly... Well... This shape looks really weird. Because if you look at it... This isn't just a circle. Right? This is... One, it's an oval. But two, it gets to like here. And then it curves. It almost goes to like a straight. And then curves around. I don't necessarily need to do that. I could always just say, I'll do it my own way. But I will make it a little bit more oval. And I'll extend it out. And we'll do... I'm going to do that, I think. We'll do something like this. So I need to definitely make you guys thinner. Hold on a minute. Definitely needs to be a tad thinner. I also just realized this part here actually has a curve to it. Just pull you in a bit. Like so. Annoyingly, I can't do that, so let's quickly apply. Read what you guys wrote, sorry. I am a trained programmer who is branching out into 3D. Oh, awesome. And modeling. I also again want to get time to. I didn't get time to do anything recently, I swear to God. I work from home and I don't feel like I get time to do anything. By the time I finish all my daily activities, it's 8:30. I then, if I deciding to do anything like stream, if I stream for 2 hours, it turns into 10:30. I go to bed about 11:30. That means I get 1 hour to enjoy myself, which is why I don't stream during the week, because I just don't have much time. Because I like doing stuff more than an hour, but can you see in the camera? I feel very bouncy today on my attitude. I've got a whole bookshelf over here. I've only read about 10% of those books. I don't have time to read them. I have a telly right there. I've watched 2 programs on it. Well, 2 programs, 2 series on it. I've got a Steam Deck. I've played 4 games on it. I completed them, admittedly. Yeah, I just feel like I haven't got time. I've got so many small hobbies I like to do. And I just don't feel like I have the time to do them. I'd like to also learn a couple of things. But I don't feel like I've got the time to do that. Name the 4 games. Well, I guess this is kind of a cheap one, but Little Nightmares 1, Little Nightmares 2. I've played Breath of the Wild on it, which I probably shouldn't admit, but played Breath of the Wild on it. Luigi's Mansion. So Luigi's Mansion, Little Nightmares 1, Little Nightmares 2 I've completed. And I've played some other bits, but not completed them. I definitely completed one more game on it. What was it? I can't remember. Emulation, yeah. yeah. What's that mean? Do you have a Steam... Oh, man, this is cool AF. I might start Blender and make a low poly shotgun shell. Ah, low poly shotgun shell. Let's go. I'm going to make that right now just for you. So you can re-watch the stream and see how to do it. I'm going to not be able to do it now, am I? So we'll do something like this. Ooh, that's not working very well. We'll do something like this. Is that how I want that shape? Probably not. I'll do that in a minute when I figure out how I want it curved. Shotgun shell, let's go. So, shotgun shell. Okay. I've seen a shotgun shell before, but I needed a refresher. I need a good picture first. Okay. That's interesting. So, let's make a shell. So we're not going to use a cylinder, we're going to use a circle. So grab a circle, we need to see the bottom of it, so it has a slight lip here and it comes in, right? You got this part here that comes in. Let's turn off this and then invert it. There you go. Then it literally comes to here. Then what it does is if we grab this and then do this with a like that and then pull that in, cool. And then we could do like a bevel here and here, like that. And then it's got like a little slap. It's got its little pin part, so which is like I'll make this first and then do this, bring this in, fill that, bring that down, give that a bevel. It's like that, and it slightly looks like it sticks out. This here, I'll just fill this in so that way it covers that as a whole. Smooth that. Grab a bevel here. These definitely need to be wider in the middle, so let me do that. That's better. Not that wide. Hold on a minute to that. No, that's fine. Put it down. Cool. And that comes... yeah, it's like a little lip, right? So it does this, comes in, not too far, then it goes like that. And that's like your little top part of it. These parts look like they're beveled too. Something like this. And this is like the shell, isn't it? So technically it does something like this, right? And it does that like this. So now if I grab this and then just extrude that up and do that, we've got this part. This part looks like it comes all the way up. So always, if you're actually the primer, there you go. If you're actually gonna like you are interested, you think this is cool, one of the biggest advices I can ever give, did you try Elden Ring? It runs pretty good on the actual Steam Deck if you lower the settings. And if you don't mind having only 30 FPS. In some areas, in a lot of areas it was alright. I think using it as a big advertisement for Steam Deck was a bit weird, because I don't think it runs amazing, but it runs pretty good. How does the top of a shotgun shell look? Yes. Oh, hold on a minute. Is that how it looks? Oh god, so they look so different on all of them. Some of them literally just look like they do this and then, oh, a little bit less than that, and they come down and then they've got like this big sort of rounded bit at the top like that, right? And then it looks like it's just got like a flat bit like that. That's what some of them look like. Some of them have a little hole in the side here as well, but I don't need that. It has 8 frays. They get blown out. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. But something, these must be like replicas, because these don't look right. I see that one looks better. You see, like this one. Ooh. Yeah, this one. Like that little, like, it looks like a little bit of a cake. Shotgun shell top. Aha. Aha, that's what I thought it looked like. Okay, that looks better. So that... yeah, so the biggest advice I can give you, if you want to be 3D artist, is make sure to keep things separated. If we look here, look, that's separate from that. And that's separate from the pin. Right? Already makes it a million times easier for me to model. Oh, hello. Turn that on. There you go. You'll be so surprised when you're modeling that actually makes it really easy. So a mistake I did here is I should have actually only did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have made it 6 edged and curved it. But it's fine. So how many is it? 36, 32. So now if I divide that by 6, that's 6. 6? Yeah, 6. So if I go... if I just pull this in to about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it doesn't matter if they actually get pulled up to a different level, because we kind of want them to look unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. This isn't going to be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I didn't make it 36. How much did I make it? I don't want to be counting them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 divided by 6 is... Oh. It's 5.3. I'm making one with the lowest poly amount. True. I guess this would be technically be like a high poly, then you'd bake it down what I'm making. Which you don't even need to do. But we'll just do this. Here you go. It's going to look a little bit janky. And it's not going to be completely accurate, but that's fine. There you go. And it's got like that pitch effect on it. Perfect. And if I do that and pull it with a soft, we'll get some of this edge deformation, which is kind of like what some of them look like. Conditions are perfect. These actually seem to come to a complete flat when you get to here, though. Kind of? I don't know. And we've got kind of a shotgun shell. Not quite, but when you've got that next to like a shotgun and there's like a bunch of them on the floor and just cased over like this, you will never notice. And then you've got like your shotgun next to it. Perfect. By City. Ah, nice. That looks pretty dang good. Thank you, thank you. I've always liked speed modeling. Because you just don't care. Believe it or not, actually, if you actually break down a lot of stuff in games, you'll realize a lot of things are not accurate because they're just made to look good enough. Like, right? They're just made to look like they work. Can you show me how to make a shotgun real quick? I've made shotguns. Shotguns are easy, right? Oh, yeah. It depends what shotgun you're making. If you're like making a double barrel shotgun. Shotgun, I spelled it a bit wrong. Always use reference. Another tip. Always use reference. Reference. So if you grab like, let's say this sawn off one. How would you start that? You'd start 2 barrels probably. Don't worry if the way you do something isn't similar to like an expert. Sometimes it's not down to how they start. Because some people will probably say, like, for example, a character, always start with the eyes. Some people feel more comfortable not starting with the eyes. And that's fine. If you don't feel comfortable starting with the eyes, that's, as long as it doesn't affect the performance and how fast you're going, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to worry if you're not perfect. If you're not doing it the way that a professional's doing it. Obviously, you want to follow professionals to an extent because they probably know something you don't when it comes to quality. But, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm going to have this a nice smooth top like that. Again, it's just a quickie speed model. We'll just fill this in. I don't think it matters. You won't notice that. This. Grab the other one. Put it to the side. I'm only doing this from one angle, so we'll just sort of do what we're doing. Anyone who's looking that close is looking too close. Exactly. That's the beauty of 3D modeling, and I reckon completely. Nobody looks that close. That's the thing, right? Nobody except someone who's like really into that certain topic that the game's looking at is going to look that close, and it's just not going to be worth the developer's time. Unless you as the developer have time to put that detailing in, it's just not worth your time. And I remember back in university when my friend was really obsessed with getting guns to be perfect, and he'd never finish one because it would take so much time that he never finished it, and it would just go, oh yeah, you know, I tried to get it perfect and I couldn't get it perfect, so I just sort of dropped it. I'm like, and he was trying to make the interiors, all the springs and everything. You're never going to see that unless the game you're making, it will literally have the weapon get taken apart. It's just not worth it. No, I'm not referring to you, Moderate, if that's why you did that. Because Moderate, I think, has done that before as well. Oh, why does it do that? I've had that happen quite a few times. I always say to all of it doesn't do that. Why does it do that? It's not beveling properly. Does it do that when I do... No, this bevel's fine. How strange. Is it the type of bevel I'm using? How do I change the type of bevel I'm using? How strange. How strange. Okay. Well, I want that part to have a bevel on it, though. Is it doing it with a default cube? There's something that's happened in Blender quite a lot, and I don't get it. Yeah, look, it's doing it with default cube as well. Oh, here you go. Aha. All right, try it again. That's better. Okay, so we only want to bevel basically these guys. Like that. Then we can smooth that. And then we'll do another bevel that just bevels these edges for us. And then we'll do a sharpen. I don't need a sharpen actually. What I need to do is do another bevel. Do a second bevel so we get it nice and smooth and then turn that up. Cool. That looks fine. Next part. Not really sure how that works. I'm doing this from one image, which is a terrible way to do it. You want better reference than that, but I think it's fun doing it from one image because a lot of it starts coming up from interpretation. Like you kind of know. Have a hyperlink account, subdivide with similar and vertex. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, read that already. Cool. Yeah, it's reading. Yeah. That's actually bad. What I should have done here is actually, do I need to pull this part down? Whatever. Yeah, doing it from like one thing is always really funny because it never looks right when you're done, but it's a good practice just to like test your ability to like get stuff like this working. What I can do here is do something like this. This can run down the entire thing, like so. Not quite like that, but it's not far off either. There you go. And then you just want the iron sight. Let me freaking. I should have like just put this in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna drag all these all the way over. Something like this. What time is it? I can't be sure for much longer. It just looks like it's that with like a bevel on it. There you go. Perfect. Conditions are perfect. And then we look like we've got like another one back here. That looks like it does that. Pull this to align with the back of this. But again, some of the games you get released today are super simple. This would already be considered too complex because some games are just really, really simple. And I love them because, especially Gunfire Reborn, for example, because it just doesn't matter. You're just not having to worry too much about all the extras. I have to take my dog for a crap, enjoy your sushi, and hopefully I'll catch your next live stream. Hopefully, I was just stream on Sunday. Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Sunday. Should, being the key word. Moderate sitting there like, I can't believe Steve's actually just casually modeling a shotgun after I recommended modeling a shotgun. See you later. See you, man. Have a good one. If you haven't joined the Discord, if you ever want to chat. You don't have to, obviously. Just if you want to chat. There's some nice people there. Including myself. I like to think I'm a nice person. This comes in more. This comes a little bit out. This gets beveled. We'll bevel it like this instead. Get a nice curve on that. Sweetness. What I can do here now is I can grab this, do that, and then basically what I want to do is just pull that out. Do that, and we have the invert. Now it's like, oh, but they perfectly match, Steve, so you don't actually see the effect you get from that. Well, that's why we're going to bevel it. And boom. Got that part of the gun made. Grab this. I was joking about the shotgun model, but YouTube deleted it. Probably said shotgun. It's my favorite thing to do in the game recently. Bioshock, for example, everything is either super low poly or really janky, put together, especially modular pieces. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Did not pop up on that chat near by CamView. Did not pop up on that chat near by CamView. Am I reading that weird? Because that sounds very... doesn't make sense to me. Pull that over to here. And... oh, right. And if I do this... so, weirdly enough, this actually is... whoa, what am I selecting? Oh, you. Whoops. Weirdly enough, this actually goes down to, like, here. It's got a ever so slight bend to it. So if I grab that and then do a soft select and pull it there, and do this and flat. Can I flatten that? Yeah, I should be able to flatten that. Grab the top and pull that up. It then looks like it's got a nice bevel here. It's like a solid bevel like that. Just like so. Cool. It needs to be thicker because it needs to cover the entire gun. Is this part actually thicker? I don't think it necessarily needs to be thicker. I think what needs to happen, I think... well, it does need to be thicker, but I think this part needs to be thicker, like that. There you go, something like that. Smooth. Or smooth. Like that. Then you've got the back part of the gun, which is relatively easy. If we grab this again... from, like, here. And then... isolate... yeah, isolate that. Delete those. Well, pull that out first. Weirdly enough, one of the things we were told in university was don't be a gun artist or weapon artist because everyone wants to be a weapons artist. It's like there is no like shortage of weapon artists, so you will likely never find a job if you want to be a weapons artist. I was like, that's very interesting. I said it actually gets thin and then gets thicker. Oh no, it must not do. It must do the opposite. This actually does something like this, weirdly enough. Yeah. This actually comes to a point. It's very interesting. It comes to a point. I would make guns for sale, but you have to rig them. Yeah, they do get a little bit fussy if you don't rig them, I've noticed. And then we want to pull these out, flatten this. And that's actually the shape it has. And then what you want to do here is, so I just pull this in? No, because it's going to pull all of it. So what's the best way to do that? Do this, then do this. Yeah, like that. We want to do like a smooth on it, I think. Oh, the smooth does not look very good. Maybe not. It's very, very tight over here. Why is it so tight over here? What's... Am I being stupid? Why is it so... having so many issues here? Is it the bevel? Get rid of the bevel. Well, now we ain't even got anything. That is not doing it the way I thought it was going to do it at all. Alright. We'll just leave it like that for now then. I'm not making anything serious right now. Pull this around. I'm going to pull this up. And then it comes down to a rounded handle. Right? Something just like that. Now obviously this isn't rounded yet, so we need to make it rounded. So I can do a couple of things here. I could grab these parts. And will this work? Kind of, not quite. I wanted them to all pull in, right? But not pull down like this. I could realign them after doing that. Well, I didn't like the way I wanted it to at all. Left here. It's having a lot of trouble here. Why? Having so much trouble here. And I'm very confused to why. What? It is not liking that one bit. Is it inverted? No. Has it got an interior face? What? Oh, hand cannon. That's sick, bro. Yeah, I was, someone mentioned it in chat, so I was like, oh, let's go. I'm very confused to why it's having a hard time beveling that, though. Sure, I'm just gonna get rid of that. And we'll keep the result it gives us. Hand cannon. Cool, it's that, there you go. And then, can I try to keep some of that shape? That's fine. It's not quite what it looks like, but that's fine. Cool. And then what happens at the end here is it gets to a straight like this. Like, oh. Faces, yep. Grab this, pull this. Hopefully on its normals. Do that again. Good on normals. There you go. Set this. Do a separate on this. And it looks like it's got like a rubber butt to it. So if I bevel first. There you go. I was going to say, why isn't that working? 60. 2. There you go. Do this. 2. Scale that down. Make it sort of force onto the end of that. I need this definitely tighter, so what I'll also do is I'll grab this. So when modeling anything, you'll always come across and go, oh, actually, I should have done this. Oh, I should have done that. And that's perfectly fine. It just... Because sometimes it just requires a different method of making it. Oh, so that looks quite seamless now. That's good. Bottom of this doesn't look very good. I don't like that. Let's see. First of all, match up to this. So. I don't like what it's doing here. If I pull it in. If I pull that in, I should probably pull that in too, right? Again, I'm looking at one image here, so we've not got a very good representation of what it can look like. It has to do with how smoothie groups change with the angle. Yeah. Quick Moose, ask him to model something obscure. Message jar full of berries. I mean, I'm still modeling this, so we're gonna end the stream very, very soon. So what I technically would want to do here is, the more I'm looking at it, the more that I'm realizing, pushing the wrong shortcut. There you go. This is actually more like this as it goes up here, right? So if I used to be very afraid to do this, like when you bevel something, oh, you got to bevel the whole edge loop. No, that's fine. If you bevel, well, first of all, I should bevel it to the end at the very least. Jesus. You bevel like here, right? All you got to do is make sure when it gets to here, either do a merge center like that. You'll get a much smoother transition than what it gives you. Or you can do a bunch of different things, but that's probably the easiest way to go about that. So look, we're getting this now, nice sharp connection there, which I probably shouldn't have done because we did have a bevel. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe just do a much bigger one. Not sure. Again, I've only got one image to work from, so that's fine. I mean, it looks like a shotgun. And then... I do always really like the small little shotguns because they always pull them out in movies. In the movies. And then yeah, you got like this little bit that comes out here. To be fair, something I'm missing is this part actually goes up like that. There's like a curve to it. So yeah, that's not what it looks like at all. What it needs to do is come back up there, then all these. What's in that middle part? All of these is extended upwards a little bit. Never worry about having to rechange your model as you go. It's the natural process. If you watch any speed like time lapse of anyone make a site, they'll go back and they'll change the basic shapes of things all the time. Let's flatten all that. Ooh. Flatten all that. Pull that up. Something like that. That's fine. Yeah, so then we grab this part. Pull this part down. Yeah. Cool, yes, that's more what it looks like because it goes into something like this and then it comes out from back here. Like so. And then it's basically just like, goes like this. Goes like this. And it comes out like, wow, that needs a quick one of those. There we go. Well, actually, it doesn't do that. It just comes out like that. And if I grab the end here, I feel like Moose said JK because he's like, oh, actually, Steve will probably make that. I should say I'm joking. Something like this. Yeah. At this point, it's actually a split. Like so, like that. Turn you down. Turn you on. Maybe something like that. And that's kind of a gun. Oh, it's not got a trigger, which is probably quite an important feature. I dare say the trigger's important on a gun. Good background noise. Cheers, fam. How do I do this? Oh, a minute. Grab you first. And do this. Oh, what is happening now? I filled in that by accident. Wait, what did I do there? What the heck? Last but not least, the trigger. This, like that, goes down like this. Then it actually looks like, I don't really know what the second one does, but basically it looks like there's a second smaller trigger. Much thinner too. As does this. Yeah, basically it's all it looks like. Just there's another one like that. And there we go. We have kind of a shotgun. It's nothing fancy, but it would work if we were just making a quick prop for a game. Text that up, boom. Anyways. Delete that. For the second barrel, oh, well, it's gone now. I will do this quickly before leaving. So I kind of want it to do the thing where it just does that, right? And then I just need to cut out that area. So if we do this to there. Actually, I could. Let's pull this up to there. Grab one here. Do that up to here. Grab one. Do these up and slowly but surely create the shape. Like so. Question is, how does that look? Not brilliant. So instead, we're going to do moderate to everything. There's a couple ways I could do it. Immediately, I could grab this part here, push up, try to do a very sharp bevel to fit it in. But, you know what? I said I wasn't going to, but I'm ending the stream, so we're actually going to grab this, pull this out. Pull it in slightly so it actually fits. Actually, it doesn't fit though. It does something like this, yeah. It's basically perfectly aligned where it cuts it completely. I'm going to select this, go like that, go boolean, and go. That's the gun if I've ever seen one. This stream was fun. Thank you. Oh. Why is applying the boolean give me such a weird result? Look at that. I mean, I could get rid of these bits. It's fine. You can quit your pie. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that's probably fine. You could always align that. It's an Engon, obviously, which is people's favorite things in the world. Which ain't people's favorite thing in the world, but it's fine. It could, theoretically. Oh, I can't do that. So what I should do is actually select these. Slight bevel on there. Well, that's interesting. Whoa. So it can't get a nice bevel because I've got not enough thickness on my whole model. But that's roughly what I'm looking for. Then we would select this, make this a tiny... Actually, no, I don't need to make it a tiny bit smaller. I could just bevel this. Oh, no, I would need to make it a tiny bit smaller, right? A tiny bit smaller and then have it so it fits in there. Like so. Oh, it doesn't actually align. Oh, that's bad. Oh, yeah, because it comes in slightly. So what I should do is at the very least put it in so it clamps it. Clamp. Like so. That's not mirroring on the other side, but I can do that. I was about to say it's mirroring on the other side, clearly not. There you go. Why is the bevel so strong? So you smooth view, do a tight one of those on you. So yeah, I need to. The problem with that is the bevel can't look good because of how tight I have this bottom. Something that's not entirely fixable, but an easy solution. Oh well, I could manually just do it, but an easy solution. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Bring this down to here. Ooh, I just want to do the edges. To get here. Yeah, I do need to fix it. So I could do that, and I pull this over to here like that. But again, it doesn't give me a lot of room to bevel because of the bottom. So maybe I should just do this. Give myself a little bit more room. The bevel itself isn't the problem. It's how tight it gets at the bottom. And then they go like 0.1 on it. Same with you. So. Interesting. Anyways, we'll call that a day. Oh, Blender just crashed. Brilliant. Okay, we will call that a day. I'll see if I can quickly recover it. I didn't save that entire stream. That is not my last one. There you go. It recovered a lot, don't worry. We'll leave it like that for now. Not quite fixed, but that's fine. We didn't make much progress because we messed around a lot, but that's fine. That's what these streams are for. To just have a bit of a laugh. No, oh wait, it's good. Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Canon looking thing. Boom. Right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I'll catch you guys Sunday, where we do a bit more of an earlier stream. Around 2, 3 o'clock it will start, British Standard Time. Yeah. And yeah, I will catch you guys then. Oh, if I can close the stream. You go. Bye.